any sound right now. Actually, now, usually I send like a link to my Discord that is happening, but honestly, for this one, I'm just a bit too lazy to do it. I'm just gonna go through this. Whoever shows up in chat, shows up in chats, you know. That's the thing, I'm just going through footage, essentially. That's all this is. I'm going through footage of how basically the dying days of the Pirtek Cup series. Because it was an experience. Because for those who don't know, or I think it's pretty much the same people watching every time, or those who don't know or are just watching this after the stream, essentially, this is the very first Roblox league I ever really joined. And it was one I was looking to stick through, mainly because of the guy in charge, BSP. Well, it basically died out by August, September-ish. On there. There's a multitude of reasons as to why. I think I kind of explained in the other ones. But no matter. I'm going to keep on going with this. And next up, I think I kept Dover. I should have deleted it. Or I think I was going to clip it for something. Because otherwise, I don't know why I kept it. Because I'm trying to delete these immediately after I'm done. I don't know. So looking at the dates here. So what is this? July 3rd? July 3rd, 21st, 21st. I think this is a clash. Don't quote me on that, though. Someone tells you, I think we're finally getting to a bit where the playoffs ended. I know when the season ended. I think. I forgot how this went. But I did attend, I did do every race, so there was a good chance I could make the championship 4. And what is this? Why are they... Okay, finally they lined up. Only 5 or so... What? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. About 6 or so cars lined up for this race. That sucks. Wow. By the way, probably not too much chatter for me this time around because I'm busy drawing up a comic for something I'm doing. No, drawing up a comic. I wasn't gonna do a stream tonight because of that, but I figured, you know what, might as well multitask. Trying to find new ways to just draw a comic or whatever. Cause I never do it in silence. I always have to do something, listen to a podcast, listen to a video. So maybe this is a new way of doing it. Doing a live stream while drawing a comic. Because for anyone who cares, I might make that a live stream at some point. Maybe. Possibly. I don't know. Decent race so far. Thing is, though, Texas, I'm not sure if... I think stuff already happened. I wasn't paying attention. I'm not going to go back, though. Man, this race was a pain. This race was a pain. Oh, I know, I don't remember if this was the last race before our final race, before the finale, which, you know, Championship 4 system. Yeah, BSP had the Championship 4 system in his league. He still has it right now in his newer one. As long as I don't like, I really don't. Especially in a Roblox league, that's way too chaotic. Like, I know, like, playoffs in NASCAR in real life really suck. This year proved it, but still, it feels worse than a Roblox league because, like, you know, the stuff that could go wrong in this, the amount of outside factors that could... Oh my gosh, there I go. Yep, one of many, and I got an apple. Did I save it? Oh, yeah, I did. How did I save that? One of the few saves I ever do at Texas, or at least when that happens. Because the thing is, turns 1 and 2 for, I don't know, for anyone who hasn't raced in MWRT Texas before, going into the corner of turn one, it feels like you could just swing that car into the corner. Like it feels like you can sling that thing around and it'll be just fine. But it's like you can't just, I don't know, it's like you have to brake a lot, it feels like. if you're gonna go from the high, if you're gonna go in from the high, swing it down from the high side, which isn't ideal because for some reason the car likes to go out from under itself when you do that. And that one, okay, I'm just blocking last lap. We got off it unscathed, but the battle here is crazy right now. BSP is just leading, and wow, I was getting a run there. I'm just trying to get through these guys. Oh my gosh, I got stuck on Apple. That doesn't help me. Eli's not able to give me that push. Last lap gave Eli the push, but I already drifted out before Eli could give it to me. Get around Apple, no problem. I'm basically like watching, what, 3 things at once? 1, 2, 3, 4, about four things at once. That's just how my brain works. Oh my gosh, BSP wrecked out of 4. Are you kidding me? Yeah, this track's evil, man. This track's evil. Because there's not much you could... It feels like there isn't much you could do with it. This is probably why, like... there's a whole bunch of, like, single car spins here. Because, like... I'm just trying to figure out where to go. Pretty much. Now, I think a caution will come out at some point. When that happens, I'll probably skip along. I don't want to take too long with this part. Especially since I'm starting it fairly late already. As is. So, I don't want to take forever with this. Oh. Oh boy. And oh jeez, was that? I don't know if that was his fault. It tended to be very. I was really trying to block him there, and then Apple slams in. Midnight, teammate fire again. Well, not intentional. This is probably, that's probably not a caution. I don't know. And then at that point, thank goodness there's no pit button at this point I have to click on before entering the pits. I can just slip on the pit road easily. P1? Oh, okay, so a caution did come out. Because when a caution comes out, it's like, you know, everyone will say, like, some guys will say their positions on the race back. So. Why'd you 4 things at once, man? I don't know what's up with me. That's just my brain, I guess. I always feel I need to do a whole bunch of stuff. So I'm watching this, and I'm looking at one of my phones for see how the live stream's going, and that's how I see the chat. Wait a minute, what's the mic like? I need to know, because the mic was giving problems. Mic was giving problems. Doesn't seem to be as buggy this time, so at least there's that. Maybe it helps that there's a whole bunch of audio instead of just a bunch of silence. Maybe that's what helps. My goodness. Oh yeah, they started doing pacing at this point. Good lord. If you already know from the Quentin live stream, like, man, even though I got used to pacing now, it's like it still annoyed me at the time. In this race, at least, I know for sure. And this is one of the earlier races I started doing pacing. Thank goodness he did not have us pacing at Charlotte Roval. That would have been the dumbest thing. Corner is way too tight. And I think in NASCAR, because I don't pay attention to Roval races that much, or at least on the restarts. In NASCAR, don't they like use the, don't they just use the dog leg for the restart? Like the oval bit for the restart? I could be wrong. Like, if they do, then, yeah, it's next to impossible. Anyway, what am I doing here? Do I just... Here we go. Okay. Are we... Oh, they're pitting. What am I doing here? Why? I already pitted. I guess strategy? I guess I was trying to top off on fuel as much as possible, which, to be fair, that was a long green flag run, so it makes sense. I guess I'm just into, like, since, you know, since, like, there was the opportunity to pit. I already pitted, like, as the caution came out, but to be fair, To be fair, like, these are long green flag runs. I gotta like get the most out of it as possible. That makes sense. Here we go. All right, green flag race, and we're back. And oh my gosh, I'm aggressive with. Actually, now I think about it, I'm actually glad we went rolling. For some tracks, I'm actually glad. I might as well mention this now, even though, despite my gripe with the rolling starts, I'm glad it's there for some tracks. Because depending on the track we race on, like doing a standing start is just the biggest pain. The biggest pain. I'm not kidding when I say that. So at least like, and you know, restart zone. Because we tend to restart in the restart zone, leader in control, whatever. But like, it could still be murky. It can still be murky. I have a battle apple. I'm gonna battle this guy a lot in this race. It could be just me though. Skipping along. I don't think I need. Uh-oh. What did I do? What did I do? Oh my gosh, I was dumb. I don't know how I made that mistake. Hey, Trap Master, I just finished all my schemes for all my drop. Oh, okay, nice. Nice, Starster. If you want, you can look at them. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm in the middle of stream. Actually, you know what? Yeah. Might as well check it right now while I'm on stream. Wait, check it on my phone here. So she says I'm busy merging. Because this race is just... Oh my gosh, merging here is terrible too. Look at that. Let me see. That's wild. Alright. So, just, oh my gosh, I did it again. Are you kidding me? It never ends. What is it with me and Apple getting into it? Yeah, you just skid up into him. The fact that I kept that in one piece. I'm getting annoyed now. Like, it never ends, man. Alright. Let's see. Sorry, I don't know what's going on in chat right now. Let's see. Nothing. Wait. Yeah, nothing new from the looks of it. Oh, shoot. What the? Alright. Alright, man. Alright. See how the rest of this goes. I'm just sketching and streaming. Look at the thing right. Slightly swerved. Hairpin. Okay. I feel like I did not put enough detail. Not sure where I'm going to post this. I'm just doing a comic while streaming. Might as well just do a double since I tend to talk about whatever whilst I'm showing you my time in the Pirtek Cup series. These aren't deep. Yeah, it's just way to meander, I guess. Just, oh my goodness, what the what? I'm like half paying attention, so I'm just getting confused by me going by cars like they're standing still. I don't know what happened the last lap there. Cause I'm like up and down, like I'm looking like 3 different places right now. I'm looking at, oh my gosh, I did it again. Are you kidding me? It never, oh my gosh. I'm just surprised the last time didn't slam into me there. I'm just all over the place. Like, I don't know what's up with me, man. Me and this track, this is probably my worst track ever. I don't care how bad things get at Charlotte for me. Actually, I'm pretty decent at Charlotte now. Pretty decent at Charlotte now. I don't care what, like, all club feels a bit boring. But Nashville's kind of a pain. But honestly, this is the worst. Like, even the fast guys are, oh my gosh. I don't remember that. Dude, that sucks. That sucks. Oh, college came out at least. Okay, let's see. Pitting is an option, and I pit, which is fair because like I said before, these are, I don't know how many laps these races were. I just don't remember because there's no lap counter. These were like these races, especially this one. There was just long runs. Like caution, there's a low chance of a caution coming out when it's just isolated spins. Unless they're all at once, of course. Like, not gonna be slow. When we go out, let's skip to the action. Did caution come out again? Oh, false start. Okay. I see. Oh, that's that sucks. I dig it. Oh my gosh, this chat. For some reason, I had to get looking at the chat or whatever, looking at the stream. I had to get off and back on just to see for a chat to refresh. Okay, now I gotta dial back so I can actually see it. Okay, this going might. What? This going any better than how you finish in Trackster? Eh. Man. Are those block cars? I don't know. Trapmaster, I show you my VRL div? Oh, division? Took me a minute for that to click. That would be interesting. Man, I don't know how far back that chat goes because I had to I only had it in my mind now to refresh the thing so I could see the chat. I think I wasted like 5. So for all I know, I wasted 5 minutes to respond to something. All right, skipping along. Uh-oh, wait. Oh, it's just a pitting thing. Never mind. Okay, now to rate. What just happened? What just happened? Alright. In a wall. Oh, jeez, I got down into him. Oh, man. Down he goes. How am I keeping pace with it? At this point, I'm not sure I mentioned this. I think I mentioned this on the last stream as well. But it's like, at this point, it's just like me. Basically, it's the OG show. By OGs, I mean like when I first started racing in Pirtek, it was like these two up front were the guys I was racing with pretty much when it was like a smaller series. It's just me, last lap, and BSP there. Pretty much the OGs of this series by this point, and I slammed into BSP. Yeah, well, I gained speed because of the skid. Wow. It's ironic to me you own Traxxas Pro and yet did horribly in it. Well, here's the thing. I don't think I ever really acknowledged myself in as like the owner in Traxxas Pro. I kind of just put it as like, oh, this higher power or something. And I had myself there as a like driver, team owner, whatever. But I never really put myself as like. That's why I never say. Remember, at the time, I don't really do this on the channel anymore. But I think I still kind of do every now and then. But I try to do the, I always do the Track Master 914, aka Josh Lee thing. I didn't do that for. I think the only NR 2003 league I did that for was the Acna series because I knew for sure I was gonna put myself in it. I knew for sure I wasn't going to put myself in the Acna series, which I still don't have any answers to. Still have answers to it. It's complete. or the silly seasons are complete for that season, so I technically can start season 2 for Acna. I don't know. It just depends on other stuff. What the heck? So I was gonna some VRL. I actually raced Talladega a few laps, got third, found nice. That was all before Rostock revamp. Oh lord, yeah, I heard about that revamp. Or if it's the one if it's the one I think you're talking about. Yeah, if that's the one. Wait, what? They actually had us double up for restart. It actually goes fairly well. I think I was trying to. Okay, I think I tried to make sure last lap restart, like, got out the restart zone before me because he was the leader. Maybe I can't. Oh my gosh, I was reading Kane's comment as I just cleared myself. Did I? Yeah, nah, it's kind of both of us. Stars Tour is thriving. Yeah. Because the thing is, might as well explain it because I'm not sure I explained it to you, but like, by season 4 of Tracks to Pro Series, I was burnt out. I don't know what it was, because the thing is, it's the Tracks, because it all started with Tracks to Pro Series. Then I started, I think during season 2, I had that, and then I had the Iron Warrior Series, which ran like the MCLM mods. That like sort of like had their own like companion races, and then what was it? They had their own companion races, somewhat. Had less races than Tracks Pro. And then at some point, the scheduling, sort of like not really scheduling, but they didn't have much time to do like, Iron Warrior, then Tracks to Pro, like kind of like Xfinity and Cup in the same race. I didn't have time to do that anymore, so I thought, you know what? For season 3 of the Iron Warrior series, I'll just do that on its own, and then I'll do Tracks to Pro, like sort of rotational. By season 4 of Tracks to Pro, I just got burnt out. I was out of it. I'm gonna try this, though I don't like the pacing. Well, the thing is, this series, I'm not a fan of pacing either. I don't know. And a lot of leagues do it. And it's like, I don't know. Tough to do, especially on keyboard. Like, how do you pace? Like, it's only help out with Stars Tour with stuff like schemes and commentary. Feel burnt out. Commentary's fine. It's just like, I don't know. Like I said, I just started feeling burnt out with the series. Like, I felt like, I don't know. Because that's kind of what SARS is. Kind of just a revamp of an existing series, essentially. Because I felt like, especially this year for me, a lot changed personally. I'm not going to dive into it, but a lot changed for me personally. Or, like, around me also. So, like, I felt like it was... And that's why I just wasn't... Outside of Roblox, I didn't really have much time for anything else. But, yeah. I still, like... I don't know. It's hard to explain. You get told it's because we're bad at it. It's on keyboard. Yeah, there you go. That's how I felt about it. It's kind of why... Oh, my gosh. And it's kind of why for a while I actually straight up quit racing myself. Like I was still doing like Trackstar Arca and the Chrome Pro Series. When it came to me racing, I was just done with it because the nonsense that went on. And I think do I have the footage here? No, that's a different league. That's Aiden's league. Oh, whatever. Like it will probably be shown at some point because, like I said, like from Texas onwards, BSP had us pacing. They're doing pace laps. I don't know why. Thankfully for a track like Coda, we didn't do that because that would have been stupid, especially when Coda has like the F1 like grid spots. Like just use that, and we did. Yeah, pacing here is a pain, man. There he goes. I think they call off the restart. Do they? No. I guess not. Okay, he's good. If I could code, I would make a Roblox NASCAR game with logic. Oh, man. Make that forced feedback. That sounds cool. I'm just not sure if that'd work. Like, thing is, I have absolutely no expertise with that. Because I have knowledge in IT, but I don't know, like, how that kind of gaming stuff works. So, let's see. Roblox game with force feed. Seriously? That is insane. Okay, that's good to know. I did not know. Nice. That's really cool. Because the thing is, for some reason, I don't know if it's me. I just felt like Roblox is very limited with certain stuff, and I thought forced feedback was one of them. That's crazy, and I'm struggling again. I feel like I almost spun out there too. Low-key want to get into more racing again, but it's not worth the BS. I left one league I used to love or dropped. Yeah, I gotta be honest with you, Caden. That's been me in like a span of a year. Because bear in mind, I started Roblox racing, or at least league racing, in September of last year. And in a 1 year span, I'm not gonna count anything that happened in my server. Just take my take my server. Oh, Taylor's here, nice. Yeah, like taking my server out of it for a minute because I know some stuff happens there. But taking my server out of the conversation for a moment, the leagues I've raced in, the leagues I've been in, Taylor knows about this too. Like the amount of nonsense that goes down, and especially this league. Like actually, this race I'm showing you here, it was fairly toned down. Like no serious drama was going down by this point. It was just your typical playoff race, but it's Texas and it's stupid. As I've shown you pretty much this whole stream so far. Might have to skip along. I don't know why this race takes forever. I could have sworn BSP did not have the race be this long. 39%. Don't know what caution is. I have to pit. Okay, it's fair. Actually, okay. Let's see the restart, because the restarts tend to be a lot stupider. So this would be interesting to see. Restarts tend to be a lot stupider. I wish leagues would not do playoff. Okay, you know what? Based. I like that. Yeah, I have to mention that. Oh, no, not playoff. Sorry, not that. The playoff system, the championship 4 playoff system. Because there's a league I'm in right now that has like the chase system, which I think is 5 races long. Well, it's still a points battle. I did because Trackmaster's too good. Yeah, I was so good in season 1 of Taylor's league. I basically, oh man, I broke the system essentially. I'm glad that Stars doesn't have playoffs. The points format is actually so much better. Don't give him idea. No, don't worry. I won't. I thought of it, but thing is but I'm glad I didn't, because as you saw, so much nonsense happened in the space of so much points shifting could happen in the space of like 2 races. You know what I mean? So even if I did a playoff system, it's like whatever guy barely missed out on it, he might like have the greatest. Let's say I had like a 14 race season. After 10 races is like a 4 race battle for a championship with whoever's in the playoffs. Let's say top 10. But what if the guy who was 11th points at the end of race 10 starts to light the world on fire in the final 4 races? Which I don't. What the? Huh? Yeah? Not at the. Okay, yeah. Yeah, I can do it now. What? I wasn't even allowed to run for a title in one league from 3rd in points, because guys that won the sole race they made. What? Because guys that won the sole race they made and I didn't win. I'm confused. We can't have Joey Longo. Joey Longo? What the? What the? You just mentioned the character. Like, from, like, an ABC Spark show. I don't think that was intentional. I think you misspelled Logano again. So I get what you're saying. But you just straight up said, like, the character's name, Joe Longo. Shows my age, I guess. Basically, they show up once, won, and made the play. Oh, my gosh. I have to mention, though, here's the thing. Okay, I know we mentioned the playoff thing, just going off on it with, how BSP has the playoffs here, because he has the championship 4 system in this one we're watching. I'll give him this. It wasn't winning you're in. The guys who want it in actually has a battle for it. So I'll give BSP that. These guys had to fight for those spots. The rest of it's nonsense, though, because, championship 4. Me from third in points. I'm not even allowed to race. Oh, jeez. I do a chase format. Yeah. And that's the thing. Even if for whatever reason I wanted to, I really don't, because like I just said before, points could drastically change in like a 2-race span. And so it just feels dumb. Like I said, 11th place could light the world on fire. Once the playoffs start, Second best playoff format. Chase is good for second best. How is that second best? No non-playoff drivers were wow. That's pathetic. Denny was robbed this year, not gonna lie. Oh, boy. Okay, gotta be back in a minute, because I got interrupted. I have to deal with something. I'll just keep this playing as a good background noise, because why not? I should take a minute. Okay, I'm back. Whew. I guess one of y'all saw I guess one of y'all saw new schemes and stars to a server. Oh yeah. Oh man, season 2 is gonna be crazy, man. I'm telling you. Thing is, I don't know how I'm gonna do the lineup video because, gosh darn, it took oh my, it felt like a bit of a slog to do the first one. So for me to do and that was like 36 drivers. Season 2 has about 54. I did the math. If I count the 2 entries that are basically like, because there's Kane Lemon's Project 1 entry, and then the guy who made the guy who came up with Bobby Bob, has a Project 60, basically has a Plot 55 car, if you know about tow car, has a Plot 66 car. So basically 52 entries in total. And the crazy thing is, for the Daytona thing, I had this idea of basically an all hands on deck kind of deal. Kind of like how in Charlotte I had every Stars Tour driver, or at least every Stars Tour car entry, whatever, at Charlotte. '07 car is weird. I mean, Umasume. Trust me, when it comes to anime cars, the Umasume one is the least of our problems, man. I'm telling you. When are Gauntlet points races? Gauntlet points races? Gauntlet? What? I think I know. We need Miles Trower in that 66. Well, okay, well, Oh yeah, cause like Plot 66 car, and I think I need to ask the guy. I need to ask the guy if there's a bunch of. I need to ask the guy if you like, if the idea was to have whoever in a 66 car for certain races. If that was his idea, then yeah, we might as well just have Miles Trower trying to tempt Daytona, especially since for some reason there's an arms race for Trower, for some reason. And it's like it's being settled in that race, depending on what team. I forgot what the stakes were. I have to look back on the live stream. Short track gauntlet. I still don't know yet. Actually, I still don't know. The time it took, like, it's not that I'm done with that series either. It's just that, you know, the time it consumes. The time it consumes. Like, doing the cash car races, believe it or not, doesn't take, like, it takes less time to record than the Roblox stuff. Believe it or not. Even when the crashes get hectic. What the heck? Canon, what? Oh, come on, the car is about horse racing. Horse racing? That's what Umasume is? I need to look that up at some point. Good lord. Short track. Oh, yeah, I already answered that. Tan Bluer. Yeah, Tan Bluer, you might as well, you know. He's in the second tier series. Might as well give him something. He's already ran. Because remember, like, 4 people want Miles Trout. Yeah. What about templates? I'm sorry to lose context here. We need more freedom in What? More freedom in Stars Tour for Season 3. What do you mean freedom? Like the templates? That's probably it, because otherwise I don't know what you mean by freedom. Needs to be at the road course races. Well, like Season 1, there's only one road course race. Now as for Season 3, that's up in the air. And that might be a video for another time. Not just SARS, but just everything. Not to be a downer. I want the gauntlet template. Short track gauntlet is just these cars. Okay, sorry. Short track gauntlet is just these cars, but they're monster truck themed. Even though if you guys didn't get the memo in the exhibition races, but that's like, it's just Gen 7 car. It's just this game still, but the theme for the paint schemes is monster trucks, essentially. That's all it is. It's not that special. It's not that special compared to like the the Chrome Pro series. It's just same cars, but monster truck paint schemes, and we're doing like an SRX like format. Team ownership, what? Team ownership, driver trading, more races. Well, I wasn't against trading. It's just a matter of, like, who, like, agrees with who. Kind of. I gotta really establish the rules as to who gets kicked out, what's the cutoff, and everything. Because here's the thing. The main reason I did the cutoff thing was because, I knew there was going to be more people interested. And I'm like, you know what? Let's just get, like, Make it a rotating door. Whoever the worst of the worst is, just kick them out. And get them out of here, you know? That was the idea. But then when when season 1 ended, only like 4 guys were kicked out, essentially. Well, at least like just on points alone. The rest in the point standings were either part-time or fired, like Landon Taylor. So Landon Taylor's not coming back, but we still like, but like in his place is Sean Swab Jr. So we didn't really lose much there, if that makes sense. Are they in the templates? Are they in the server? I don't know because I don't think I put the templates in there ever. Mainly because everyone who's joined have always had the resource. I don't think anyone asked for templates, so I don't think I put it. So I'll probably do it after. Worse, what? You just have to have a max of 3 drivers. What? Maybe I'm missing something there. Oh, team ownership as in owning more than one team. For example, Red Bull, NV, Carbon, F1. Oh, okay. I see what you mean. I see. People technically do it. It's just, I guess it's just kind of complicated because I put a limit of 3 cars and it's like two full-time, 1 part-time. And I don't know what I'm doing here. Is this about for the lead? Me versus that. Oh my. I finally paid back attention to the race and this is what happens. Like, we're just at each other. Or unless K-Mag's the leader because K-Mag's been pretty decent here. Max 4 drivers, 2 full-time, 2 part-time. Yeah, I might be able to extend it, but again, the problem is so many max 4 drivers per team. Oh boy, that's stretching it. Like I said, I tried to like make it so like there could be like, you know, as many different people as possible could like have something in this series. If I'm to allow more drivers, oh boy. I don't know. I might have to dictate based on what is going on in the series itself. But again, that's probably a conversation for another time. At least but hey, there's a Discord to have that conversation at least, you know. So as the season progresses, like, because I haven't thought of everything. It's hard to think of all of that. Especially when the top 25 rule. Oh, boy. Like, we didn't kick out many drivers. In fact, when you think about it, only like 2 are straight up gone from the series for good. Or at least we're talking about when using the top 25 rule. Like, for example, Team Harris Racing gets cars from No Gear Motorsports for Season 2. Wait, is that what happened? If you want to make it simpler, 4 drivers to the 1 backup, kind of like what I did. Oh, yeah, Leanna or someone else? No, it was someone... I think, yeah, you have Leanna as backup, I think. And it's good to have a backup, because I didn't think about it. I knew that if a driver gets hurt, you guys will have something in mind in the comment section. Because that's something that's happened in the Tracks of Pro Series as well. Like, you know, someone gets hurt, they have a backup in mind. Like I have backup as Josh Lee Tambler. Yeah. I don't know why. I don't know why. I feel really proud of myself for putting myself in the Dover race in the 28. Because I love the Davey Allison scheme. I really love the Davey Allison scheme, and it looks really good on that Ford Fusion. And I'm like, hey, you know what? I think Kevin Jones... I don't remember if he put Kevin Jones as hurt after Charlotte. I don't remember. Marcus and Laura full-time. Penske part-time. Leona's backup. Yeah. And by the way, like... And Kai Larsenal, who is like a teammate to Steven Wars Racing, he was supposed to be another part-time guy. But for that stream... Oh my gosh, what happened? And then I'm looking up again. The season... Do I save it? Please tell me to save it. In the season 1 stream... What am I doing? Sorry, I was paying attention to the thing again. What was I doing? Okay. I might as well see how this plays out. The caution's not out. Might as well. That 28 was one of my favorite. Yeah. Really solid car. The ABS scheme looks really good on a Fusion or Mustang. Either or. Looks really good. Let me see. Oh, I see. Wait. Oh, okay. Shoot. Okay. Just looking at some. I think for an interesting idea, if a driver dies before the race, there's a moment of silence. The funny thing is, I don't know why. I just wasn't. For some reason, I just wasn't comfortable doing that. I don't know why. It felt strange. I tried. I think the idea. I think I was rushing the intro for Charlotte. I was trying to do that for Bobby Bob, but I noticed that the music was still playing, and I might as well play into it like, yeah, production team messed up there. They forgot to turn off the music for a moment of silence for Bobby Bob. That was what I was doing. I don't know. Cause I think I was delayed on uploading the Charlotte race, which is fair because that was the longest race I've done up to that point for SARS. Here's a start cut the music. Well, I forgot to. I didn't want to dial. I just didn't feel like dialing back to redo the music, so I thought like, I just take time to throw shade at the production team. That's like a joke. I don't know what I'm. There's like, okay, I think it's just me versus K. I guess K-Mag's the leader here. As of right now, like 28 car for season. But yeah, really solid. I just never knew how to feel about the Ricky Rudd 28. It just feels weird at that point. Especially when, like, that was basically, like that was near the end of the 28 car's lifespan, not counting Travis Quapple bringing it back in 2008. Which apparently Quapple wasn't even that bad for a team. So at least there's that. Quapple did something right in the Cup. Which, speaking of Quapple, something that interests me, I wonder if Carson Quapple will pull like a Ryan Blaney and get further than his dad could. That's something that I find interesting about Carson Quapple. I think there's another Quapple too. I think it's a lot younger. I was what? What did just happen? I was like looking down, talking the whole time. What happened? I actually wasn't paying attention. I'm looking. What? Oh my. In the air. Caden, I think, yeah, it's possible. I don't know why you like C. I don't know why Travis likes C so much. They both start with a C, I think. I don't know what brought out the caution. That's probably something in the Discord voice chat, because I always have Discord voice chat like on my phone as the race is going on, so you'll never hear it in this footage. Okay, so I guess something happened off screen, so we're just lying back up. I think. Was that the idea? Yeah, that was the idea. Okay, Oh my, do we? Bruh. No way. Okay, we're just wrecking there. Why is there a stack up? What is he doing? Okay, restart. We're almost done with this finally. I wanted to do like 3 more races. Both of Eric's kids and wife's names start with A. Oh my gosh. Okay. Of course it did. Of course it does. What's the racing schedule for... What? Oh, okay, I have to go back because I guess I missed that. What's the racing schedule for Stars Tour, if they're even... Oh, I forgot to post the schedule. That was supposed to be a community post. I'll do it at some point. I'll post it at some point because I already put the schedule together. Caden already knows ahead of time. I DM'd it to him so he could put the entries for Project 1. So it's a close battle at Texas. It's not gonna last long as Texas here in this game. Like it's a pain in this game. It is a real pain. Yeah, it is a real. Oh shoot. Let's see. They're just looking at. They're just. Oh my gosh. They're just what? Okay, gotta run it back. I look up and that's what I see. What is this? Is a mess, man. I mean, I've been saying this whole time, but yeah. That's kind of on me though. Yeah, I'll take responsibility for that. It's a mess, man. I wonder if there's another caution. I don't know. I don't know. Looking down again. Alright, looking back up. Is that the race? Oh, that was the finish. Yeah, I don't know what happened to last. Let's run it back. So I think this is the final lap then. Oh my, yeah, we got too aggressive at the end. Yeah, that explains. Yeah, this is the final lap then. Get by. He slides up in the apple. Oh, jeez. So that was the finish. BSP wins. I finished. Bear in mind, for those that haven't been watching the streams of like me versus Pirtek, even before the playoffs started and as the playoffs are going on, there were a bunch of stretches where I'm like really fast. Seemed like I lead quite a few laps. I fall short, finishing in second or third, respectively. So, well, not all the time. Because at the end of the day, I actually wound up falling short of the championship 4. Because BSP still had, like, elimination rounds. That agitates me. But, you know what? You can never, yeah, for sure. Like, for real. Bristol was crazy because Bristol, I was pretty bad at the start of that race. But then I picked it up at the end. And when I picked it up at the end, I really did pick it up at the end. So, alright. That's pretty much it in terms of that. I'll just get rid of it now. Why not? Not much else to do. So I think that's it for the season. I think when I missed out on the Championship 4, I did. Now, this is not over. I might as well go over the next season. Talk about what went down there, because, just keep the ball rolling. What time is it? That's a Friday night. What is this? 7:21. What's this? Oh, boy. You know what? Let's go here. Let's go. Why not? Yep, this is the one. I think this is the one you're in, Tay. Yep, there you are. There you are. This probably. Oh, actually, this shouldn't take too long, given how this one's spread out. You're gonna have stretched out this race. So yeah, we're on the new season now. The next season of Pirtek, because I have like a seat, basically the end of the last season and then the start of this season, or what was this season? Yeah. My dog on top. Oh, Christ. Okay. Alright. What the? Who's in the 17? The worst looking car ever. Yeah. Honestly, I don't know. It looks fine. It looks fine. Purple is weird on a stock car. Maybe it's because we don't see it often. So it feels like when you see it, like it's gotta deliver. That's my take on it, at least. Last up in the 93, a lot changed between seasons. And the thing is, yeah, I switched to a zero car, which made a lot of sense to me because by this point, before this season even, I was like running the zero car in pretty much every other league I ran in, except for Quentin's league. I ran the 4. So it just made sense. So it just made sense to me that I would like just switch over to the zero when the season is done. Just instead of just making a whole bunch more paint schemes or whatever. I just feel like what, I just need to like run the zero all the time. I'll just just keep using the schemes whatever. Though I wound up having a code again because this is when BSP wanted us running like Pirtek banners on our cars. So I had to code 3 more cars. So I had to. Basically, it's just. I did not make any new paint schemes for this season. I just coded I just like slap Pirtek banners on like 3 existing zero schemes I have. And then just like, there you go. Daytona 5. What the? Were people missing? I had a terrible start. Nothing new there. That's nothing new. Oh, shoot. What the heck? Alright, what was I looking for? Oh, yeah, Grave Power in Discord, nice. So, yeah, pretty close battle. Oops. Here's your check for Trapmaster Batstar. Yeah. And I think Midnight, poor Midnight in this season, he decided to leave the team and wanted to. What was it? I forgot if Nick was offering a spot on his team to anyone, or no. I think he offered us someone. Midnight said, he'll take it or whatever. Nick denied him because someone was driving. Like it was such a. It felt like it's like this. I think it was because Midnight was running 7th. I don't know. It kind of tipped me off. It tipped me off for some reason, even though it had nothing to do with me. That he denied Midnight a spot on the team, even though technically I wouldn't. Even though I can't stand Nick, so I wouldn't have wanted to see Midnight on his team anyway. But it still irked me just the way it came off, the way it was set off. Mid was on your team that season. Well, no, remember, this is the new season. This is the one from like August, when the season came back in August. He was my teammate in the season I've been showing you in parts 1 and 2. But he tried to switch over for this one. Never made a start. Oh, that's true, he didn't. Well, I mean, I wouldn't blame him, honestly. I don't know. I guess he just really didn't want to be on my team. He's still cool with me. You know that. We're still cool with the guy. It's just that I guess he just wanted to go switch teams or whatever. And I don't know what BSP is like when it comes to having to be signed with a team or whatnot. So I feel like Midnight could have just stuck around as an independent and just decided not to. BSP did points. He put 41. You flipped and I was just chattering. Because I was looking down reading the. Oh my gosh, I had to go back. How did that happen? Oh, that's typical. Oh my gosh. And it's not a caution. Which, yeah. BSP handways flips unless it has to do with more cars. One I really want to show, it's on my other computer, so I won't be able to show it unless I could get that off my old computer and onto here, which might be something I want to do because I need to show you how this season started. I have to. The Daytona race from last season was absolute chaos. A whole lot of drama. It was like peak drama when it came to the server, though. But it wasn't rage quit worthy. It was just that it was like 2 or 3 idiots making a lot of noise, and it pissed off everybody during a duel race, mind you, because there was a scoring, or BSPs messed up the laps on duel 1, and versus, no, actually it wasn't Chase. It's guys who are friends with Chase, but Chase was not in the league at the time. It was someone else. But they are friends with that guy. It was somebody else. They were going off about, because BSP, I guess, I don't know if this is true because I wasn't paying attention. BSP kind of messed up counting the laps in duel 1. The guy got so, what's his name, Burden or something? He got so, the 77, or was it 87? I don't know. Point is, the guy named Burden, he was so ticked off about it. It turned into this 5-minute argument. It took Grave having to shout and, like, say, you know what he's like, just chill out, let's race, whatever. Like, he was basically trying to defuse the situation, and it kind of worked because kind of got things back going. Burden got kicked out because he proceeded to go backwards and screw up the finish for the race for his own teammate. Yeah. Like, I'm not kidding. Like, if you remember the Trackster Arca race where Eli was about to win at Michigan, but Julian proceeded to, like, go into him right out of turn 4 on the final lap, Burden did that to his own teammate at the end of duel 1 because he was having such a crash out moment. And yeah, that is a grave quote. I don't think that was verbatim, but that's basically what he was doing, because we were just sitting at the line arguing from, like, what was supposedly a finish, but no. Worse than Julian. This is because this is a duel race, you know. I know Julian never really necessarily cared about points, but I don't know. It's like, I don't know. There was a lot more issues there. There was a lot more issues there because there was always beefing. Burden isn't really, like, difference between what Julian did and what Burden did was that Burden was beefing over nothing. He was just going at BSP because BSP supposedly miscounted the laps in a duel race for Daytona, where positions, even in real life, don't necessarily matter that much. Like, at all. Like, even in real life NASCAR, like, the whatever, like, qualifying spot or whatever you get for Daytona 500 is, like, does it mean much in the grand scheme of things? Like, unless NASCAR is dishing out points for, like, winning duels, like, it doesn't really matter, you know? Like, unless BSP was dishing out points for, like, these duel races, it doesn't matter. But he cared so much about it. Like, I don't get duels not for point, or not a lot of points. Oh yeah, I haven't been in any, but I guess a few leagues would have points for duels. All the points for a duel IRL is just stage. They do stage points in duels? For some reason, I guess that says how much I pay attention to duels. Cause I saw Bubba Wallace win duel 1, but I don't remember if there were stages in it. And I feel like that would be dumb to have. I feel like that'd be dumb to have stages in duel races because they're already. Like, duel races are shorter than ARCA races. Our duel races are shorter than the ARCA race at Daytona, so why stage points overall? Oh. Well, I don't know. I've gotten used to stages. Just get rid of the cautions, you know? If they want to dish out extra points, like, think of what I did for Cascar, kind of. Or it's just green throughout the whole thing when you get the bonus points. Like, do that, you know? That's what I think. If they just want to start dishing out more bonus points, but just set it for certain laps. Like, if they want to, like, if they want to still fumble around with how these drivers do strategy or whatever, you're still kind of, or if NASCAR wants to manipulate how they do how teams strategize or whatever, because I feel like that's what they do for the stage cautions. That and another reason. I feel like these guys thinking of the bigger picture and getting stage points or staying out for a bit for stage points like might factor in that, you know? Possibly. Crack. Oh, jeez. Oh, man. I'm like half paying attention to race at this point because I went on a tangent about stages. But yeah, like, essentially, yeah, just, like, stages need to, like, just forget the cautions for stages. Like, do you want to dish out extra, like, if you want to dish out extra points for at a certain lap, then fine, but, like, the chaos that happens because a caution came out, you know? That's why, like, the caution clock for trucks, I need to, oh, you know what? Oh, man, I need to watch, now that I think about it, I need to watch the entire 2016 Truck Series season and see how that went. I saw Black Flags Matter do, like, the video Black Flags Matter did on it, like, years ago. But I haven't seen that in forever, and I feel like I need to watch it again. Either that or I check out 2016, which, did a caution clock only last 1 year? If I remember. I'm trying to remember. I'm trying to remember. Oh my god. Oh, jeez. Alright, this is back when I was a lot more aggressive with blocking. Seriously. You think I'm a bad plate tracks now. I think it was worse here. And this is even, like, this is only a few months ago. Oh, jeez. Yeah, you notice I'm a very... Yeah, there you go. Oh, my... What? Wait, whoa. Hang on. I blinked. Go up. Hey, well, let's rewatch that whole sequence. Up in the... Yeah, aggressive side draft with Aiden. Yeah, Aiden just went down, then went up into me. Okay. That one's on Aiden. I don't know why he went up like that. Oh, my gosh. That is a mess. Oh my gosh, man. I don't know I just don't know, man. What is this? I think okay, I think we start going green a lot more now. Okay, pit. Why are we back here? Oh, I was helping you out. Okay, I was trying to figure out why I went all the way back. Unless I... Okay, I don't know my mindset there, then. I don't know. Is there a pause? Wait, is there a pause? What happened? AFK, what? Laps before I go insane. I think we went AFK for a bit. Okay, let me skip along. Oh, we raced again. I'm just skipping along a bit. Nothing. What happened to me? What happened to me? I gotta go back. Oh my no. What happened? What? Okay. Up and about. I got clipped when Nick flipped and I flipped too. Jeez. Oh my gosh. So that one wasn't even my fault. I was a victim of that one. At least. Caution probably did? Yeah, it did come out. Was that last lap? What happened to last lap? Okay, let's see. Oh, we just don't know how to line up for a restart. Because Nick was just way off there. What happened to my car? Okay, I didn't do that. Something happened there. Actually, the racing's pretty cool here. Let's watch on this. Not sure how long this stream is gonna be for. I'm just gonna try and go. Oh man, it's that late. Okay. If anything, I gotta at least get to Auto Club, which I think is race 2 or race 3. After this one, I'm gonna show like one more. I feel like I need to get. I know I took forever with the Texas one, but I feel like I gotta get at least 3 races out per stream for this. At the very least, that's an obligation to myself. I feel like I'd just to get this thing out faster. Nick is just wow. By the way, there's one a few times that Nick didn't piss me off tonight. Like, here's the thing. I mentioned Burden earlier. This is one. My gosh, our throat. This is around the time that I wasn't ticked off at Nick as much anymore. Because my goodness, he got on my nerves. Like, it got better. Like, I don't know. The hatred eased up because the dude's actually like, I don't know. Because the dude actually like, because Nick doesn't actually go off on people, oddly, like, not that much. Not as much as the other guys. Oh, okay, that's probably me again. That's probably on me again. Nick is good at fuel saving. Yeah, that's fine. It is what it is. Like, him and Chase, those guys know what they're doing in this game. They know what they're doing. But that was never my issue with those guys. You know? That was never my issue with those guys, ever. Problem is attitude. Like, I can't think of any actual drivers off the top of my head who are really good at what they do, but they just tick off everybody because of their attitude. I can't think of a driver right now. It can't be a scrub. Like, think of a driver that's, like, an IRL that's really good, but his, like, the stuff that comes out of his mouth are the most annoying things ever. If you get to think of one. I think Austin Hill. Because Austin Hill really, like, because Austin Hill is at Cars and Hosvar. I never thought of Austin Hill to be, or not Austin Hill. I never thought Cars and Hosvar would tick off people with words. I didn't think. I don't know. Chastain 2022. Well, Chastain 2022 is my hero, because that was around a time, like, I know, like, I say how I like Hamlin now. He's one of my favorites. In 2022, I was still a Hamlin, like, I wouldn't say hater, but like in 2022, I just didn't want Hamlin to win the championship in 2022. I thought Hamlin and all the other NASCAR YouTubers were being too harsh on Chastain and the stuff he was doing. Like, I didn't think the stuff at Gateway was a big deal. I thought I saw Chastain as the ultimate hero in all the nonsense that went down in 2022. So, like, I don't know, I just never saw it as... I can understand why people hate Chastain, though. But, yeah. But at the same time, I didn't like Chase Elliott either, so it's like, I'm just on the side of Chastain. I didn't feel any sympathy for those guys. Good lord. The way people went at Chastain is like, I don't know. And I was thinking, I never made a video about it. If the Josh Lee vent station was a thing at the time... If only, because I'm thinking in my head as these videos are going on, like, talking about Chastain constantly, I'm like, oh, I got just numb to it, but Dead 17, I was rambling off again, what the what? Oh my, yeah, okay, I did see that, I just didn't react to it because I was chattering. Gosh darn it. I don't know, yeah, he went down on me straight up, he's just gone. But yeah, like I was saying, like, I don't know, if I had Vent Station in 2022, I would have said how, like, what was it? I would have said how, like, oh, I forgot my train of thought. But, like, yeah, if I had Vent Station in 2022, I probably would have just said how, like, because they said how, what did he say? I don't know if the YouTubers are saying that NASCAR should do something about Chastain. Or that, or what was it? All I know is that my argument at the time was like, I don't know. I'm trying to remember. Oh, jeez, there goes the last lap. He's gone too. I'm trying to remember. Oh, we're gone too. I'm trying to remember if my argument at the time was. It was either my argument was the drivers aren't going to do anything about Chastain. Right, or Chastain just will sneak. Either Chastain will sneak by whatever they try to do to him, or NASCAR or the drivers are just too chicken to do something about it. Which they kind of are even now. Because NASCAR doesn't know what they're doing with the self-policing stuff at all. It doesn't help that Brian France, like I know people don't try not to talk about him now, but think back to like 2015 at Kansas when he took out Kenseth in a playoff race, and Brian France pretty much endorsed it. And it's like at that point, it's like okay, NASCAR had it on themselves, especially Brian France. They just think about that. The guys in charge or straight up on television, or not television, or some sort of video, the guys in charge of NASCAR were somewhat encouraged it. And then when Kenseth did it, he got suspended. I know Kenseth was more blatant with it, but still. It was the most unnecessary, like, I don't know. I do wish that Ross would be like he was in 2020. Yeah, that's the thing. You know what? And that's what makes it sad for me to be a Chastain fan nowadays. Like, even though he tried to go back to the glory days at the Roval there at the end, it's like, man. Well, think about this too, Tay. For him to bring that back, Chastain doing that again, he'd be killing off his fan. He'd be killing off whatever casual fan base somewhat. So think of how like Denny Hamlin beats your favorite driver. Chastain just takes out your favorite driver. And he doesn't really try to. It's just that Hocevar effect. Or Chastain effect since Chastain came first. But like these guys run hard and they take out a few people in the process. And it pisses off everybody. You know? And of course there's going to be a lot of people who hate it. But it's like at the end of the day, a lot of the top guys are doing it more often too. So it's like, who are the real bad guys here, you know? I remember that Roval Race 3 cars finished back. Oh my gosh, yeah. I remember you told me that because I only saw like one or two, or I saw Chastain. I don't know about the rest. But yeah, like I don't remember it. For some reason, I thought the 11 finished forwards. I don't know why. The 16. AJ Allmendinger. I never thought AJ would come back to the Cup Series. Like once he went down to the Xfinity Series full time, I thought that was it. He'd finish out his career there, just like Michael Annett, or like Justin Allgaier potentially. Cause like, I know Justin Allgaier's still racing, but like I feel like Allgaier will retire in the Xfinity Series as one of the best, and that's fine, you know. Things didn't really pan out in Cup Series, but it's whatever. He got 2 years. Mediocre team. They tried. They didn't show 16 on TV. Well, to be fair, there was a lot going on with the cutoff system and everything. Like, amongst all the stuff that NASCAR wouldn't bother to show, I can understand. Especially when Chastain's stealing the show. You know what I mean? Chastain's stealing the show. Logano barely got in. Like, you know, elimination race. I could understand just not acknowledging Allmendinger going backwards. Heck, they never even showed, like, going back to, like, last year, they never showed, Chase Elliott, or Suarez? I think it was Elliott or Suarez, brake checking someone at the street course, Chicago Street, and, like, it was on the same, like, you know, as the cars are cooling down to head back to pits. It was around the same time Bubba Wallace, like, doored Bowman. So, I'm just, okay, I gotta start thinking, because I don't know what, oh, we're racing again. Wait, what happened to Nick? Why is he just gone? Oh, he just got slower. Okay. Okay, let's watch this, because this is gonna get hectic. shoot. Okay, you're gonna hear a lot of noise. Gotta move stuff around. I messed up. Gosh darn. Oh no, there it is. A lot of noise. Okay. Back to the stream. What's going on? Let's see. Alright, this. Alright, I'm sketching something out as I'm doing a stream. And this race, man, Tay is like running up the. Wow. Having a good time. I think that's JK in the 17, by the way. JK actually missed out. Like, JK wound up in the playoffs, but he was missing for like a lot of races coming up to the playoffs and even during the playoffs itself because apparently he got injured. Apparently he messed up his hand IRL. I forgot how that happened, but essentially he was like missing action for races on end. So basically, somewhat a Kurt Busch moment, except he got to keep his playoff spot. So there's that. And the race is wow. Race is getting intense. This is okay. This is actually pretty fun to watch. I forgot you just put the colleague. I forgot Taylor put the colleague 10. Like Tad Dillon style. I just got me Ty Dillon was back full time in the Cup Series. That's nice to see. Really nice to see. Even though like I think in this oh my gosh, you gotta be kidding me. Really? Oh, Cool Style's back. I think Cool Style just stopped racing. I forgot why. I have an idea as to why. No, I just assume, but I have an idea and I would understand if it's the reason. That's where I put it. Gosh darn it, come on. Alright, there it is. Oh, shoot, my alarm. Okay. An alarm, my phone just go off at the moment. So, alright, just gotta... I think this is the last time I raced with Aiden. Oh, yeah. Because that's around... I think this is around the time Aiden just stops. Because bear in mind, Aiden races for real. You know? And it's like... If this... Like, and it's like, if Roblox stuff is such a problem... Like, he could always just go back to the real thing. Because even though, like, crazy stuff could happen at, like, the amateur, I don't want to call it amateur. I mean, given his age, this is technically what it is, but, like, point is, given how things go, like, how to explain this? Basically, like, I feel like the racing, I don't know, like, when they race for real out there, just from the stuff I've seen, and even the videos from, like, Austin Oganowski, which I know I know I mentioned him a lot, even though you don't really know anything about him, but, like, a lot of stuff I learned about racing, at least at the amateur level or whatever, I just, like, just from watching his videos, because they're very insightful, really good videos, just talking about some of the nonsense that goes down with online racing. And it's like, he mentioned how, what was it? He mentioned how, like, in real life, drivers tend to be more understanding, if that makes sense, more respectful of each other. It, like, this has a, sorry if I'm going on a little thing talking about Austin again, but basically he made a video talking about, this is years ago, talking about how iRacing's protest system became like, he called it like a hurt feelings forum or whatever, where essentially like people just report like, not even iRacing, just I think iRacing was just the main example, but like, you just like, you talk about how a lot of people get butthurt over minor stuff, and I feel like that happens in these leagues we run, and it can get really annoying. That's why I quit during the summer, not summer stretch, was it? Summer stretch, or as summer was coming to an end, I kind of quit for a bit, and I almost took you out. I am sorry. And he even and Taylor and not Taylor. I said sorry. I meant to say Austin even mentioned in that short video, because remember, like I said, Austin races for real. And he's bumped around, and he's like, he's being banged a bit with the guys he races. They run like actual like, cars off the street, but like they're older cars, like mini stocks, right? Chevy Cavaliers, that stuff. He even mentioned how like they've pushed each other around a bit, but it's like, whatever. Like, they'll probably just get him back. They'll get him back later or whatever. Like, they don't go crazy in that series that he runs, in the IRL series they run. Mainly because there's actual there's actual financial consequences. Like, I don't know. He mentioned how like, someone gets reported that you could somehow develop this reputation. This happened to me, if you remember, back to the Quentin thing again. Because I was still pretty new to racing in MWRT. I didn't, I was still struggling with the braking, how it went, what was the right line to use. Cause there's no, there's no racing line thing like NR 2003 or just any racing game out there. So you have to learn on the fly. But it's like people it's like a lot of guys just don't really have patience for newbies. Especially when it comes to me. I'm not sure if I've told you, but essentially with me, I learned from watching, I learned how to run a track from everyone else, not on qualifying laps. Because there's no proper way to gauge, like, what is the right braking zone? How do I do this and that? Like, I learned, like, how I do now, I learn from just running in the back all the time, seeing how everyone else does it for the most part. Or just seeing how things go on certain restarts. I am 50-50. Yeah, well, there you go. Like I said, that's me. That's me. Like, some people learn on their own. For me, I basically adapt according to how everyone else runs. It's paid off, but like, yeah. But that's something that really gets on my nerves, like, because as you can tell, like, it really... That's what had me crashing out in a Roblox thing for the very first time, because it's like, I don't know, the way certain guys see me, the way they react to certain things I did, it's like, what are we doing here? Like, chill out. And that's why I had beef with Monkey for the longest time, because he was kind of the start of it. And like I said, just the start of it, because he wasn't there the whole time. And the peak of my anger at that league didn't even have anything to do with him. It had to do with, like, other bozos. So, yeah. Here's what it is. And, oh my gosh, what? Now we're just single file. I might start skipping a bunch so you crash out, like, one time per 2-3 months, yeah. And it just has to do with how... And it's always reactionary, too. I just don't really... I do get upset at certain things certain guys do on track, but it's like, it's not really... I don't know, it's not really something I turn into this whole tangent, especially when, like... If you know about, like... I know Alan Kowicki doesn't really have scuffles. I know Alan Kowicki didn't have scuffles with anyone, but, like... For me, it's a mindset of big picture, even though, like, BSP has a championship force system involved. I feel like if I'm going to even have a chance to get there in the first place, I have to think bigger picture. To not get, not get flipped out over not flip out over everything that had. Oh yeah, we were just doing green flags over and over in Ice Side's pit. I think that was the idea there. But basically, yeah, like you do it more in your league because those are the ones I remember at least. Yeah, you're talking about when I'm just watching other guys go. Yeah, because I started to just get fed up with certain people and how I see things. Like me hosting a league, it really showed me a new perspective on how certain things go and how certain things run. Like when Turbo showed me his footage and saying how this guy wiped him out at Charlotte out of turn 4. But then when I look at my footage, I saw the footage he sent me. Then I looked at the footage that I looked at. It's like what happened was that Turbo got too high up. He grazed the wall in turns 3 and 4, and when he did that, it slowed him down to where when he got back down the track, when he got back off the wall, Aaron just gets right into him. And Aaron didn't change his line. Aaron was right behind Turbo the whole time. But when Turbo got slowed down, like, nowhere for Aaron to go unless he wanted to hit the wall too. Sometimes he will just get pissed off. Yeah. Yeah, that's what makes it crazy. Not only that too, it's the level of maturity. It's also the maturity level, which is probably why like these leagues go off the rails half the time. Because even though like, every point kind of does matter somewhat, because a lot of these at least the leagues I've been in, none of them have had the win you're in system, so we still have to like get every point. This is when the race got boring. Yeah, that's true. That's true. Skip along. I'm saying here, is this the end? I don't know when the final lap is. All I know is that. What is 77 going on about? Okay, let's see how this ends. Here we go. Oh my gosh, this is ridiculous. I think, was it here? No, it wasn't. Let's skip a bit. Okay, I think this is it. But yeah, I tried to cross over. I tried to do that thing where like I let off a bit and I cross over, but I didn't let off enough. So when I tried to go for the crossover, it failed miserably. The fact that I was able to stop just enough so I let you by, I'm surprised I was able to stop that quickly. Crashed out. Well, I mean, you crashed out for like 2 seconds. You crashed out for like it was like all 2 seconds. Because I'm like, yeah, I'll just give you the spot. I even stopped for you. Because like, that was like, because I knew like that was just not my intention at all. I was trying to cross over. And why I even thought I could get a run that way, especially when like we were basically running at the same speed. I don't know why I thought crossing over would help me at all, but I thought it was something I could do. But like, yeah, it was terrible. It failed miserably. Yeah. No, that's fair because at the end of the day, people get frustrated even for 2 seconds. That's the thing. Because here's the thing, me and BSP, or even like just, there are plenty of guys that I've ran against that like we've had beef, but then we just like let things go. Because that's just how things are at the end of the day. Drivers get frustrated or whatever. And we just let it go. Quite a few examples. Like I said, like I had beef with Monkey the first time I raced against him in Clinton's league. But nowadays, I don't know. Don't really have that kind of beef. Alright, that's gone. Oh my gosh. One more. It's probably going to be boring, but here we go. 11, 18. What's 18? 18 is Auto Club, I think. By the way, one of these is Vegas, and I don't know what. I probably just Which one's Vegas? Is this Auto Club? No, this is Atlanta. Why do we do Atlanta? But looking at the date, it's not. I'm going to try and do this in order. So 6:16. Okay. Is this Vegas? I want to see where Vegas is. This is Vegas. Okay. There's something before this though. What is this? Oh, this is not Xfinity. Exhibition race. Ah, whatever. No, whatever. I'm not gonna. One more to remove. I'm not even gonna. Here we go. How long is this? Under an hour. Which is honestly an accomplishment given how a lot of this footage is, if as you've seen. It's given a start. Wait. Actually, no. We tend to look at the first few laps. Sorry. That's something I've been doing. I've been trying to make sure like we at least see a start. Yeah. He's there. He didn't irk me. He wasn't ticking us off though. He was still cocky because he'll always he'll always be like that. That's just in his nature. But it wasn't like this overbearing thing. Like it was actually fine here. That's probably because people weren't pissing him off as much. Because that's the thing about Chase. We will get into that in the race at Indy. Because I know I explained to you what happened there. But and it was just the targeting was really dumb. The targeting was dumb in that race. I won't say too much about it now. I'll just say like when I said that because Chase does that thing where and it happened in your league, I think. No, either yours or Eli's league. No, it was trucks. Yeah, Eli's league. You notice how he crashed out when he was wiped out in a restart in the middle of the race, and he goes on his little tangent. I think he did that in Indy, and I'm telling him he does that thing where he's just threatening to wreck people or whatever. And I'm like, if you just go on this revenge spell or something, you're gonna cost yourself the race. For some reason, him and 3 other guys saw that as some sort of attack on him. Some sort of I took offense to it or something. I don't know. For some reason that really got on their nerves. That a guy runs for. I don't know. I don't know if that's I'm just assuming what their mindset is at this point. But I just don't say you're gonna crash on. Well, no. That's what Chase said. Chase said that, and I'm saying, well, oh yeah, he tried to do that because I think I accidentally pushed him off the track a bit. Because honestly, when it comes to road courses, you notice how I'm a lot better at road courses now. Indy road course, I think, is one of my worst road courses. Though, to be fair, that was my first time actually running Indy road course at the time. So, I was learning as it went, and it couldn't have been that bad because I finished 3rd or 4th. Even though it was a distant 3rd, I still finished 3rd in an 8-9 car field. So, it wasn't that bad. But then to see the guys after the race going at me because I guess for some reason it was some sort of insult. They saw it as, now I remember, they saw it as some form of trash talk, which is, I think that was the moment I really started to crash out because it's what is wrong with these guys? What is wrong with these guys? Because at some point I gotta mention, I'm jumbling all over the place, but back to him trying to wreck me, he did try it. It did fail. But the thing is, a couple cautions came out, and that's essentially what saved him. Somewhat. I don't know. We have to look at the footage. I might have to take some extra care looking at that footage. I don't think I should skip too much of that, because a lot happened. And it was a long race, though, so that might be a slog to go through. Hopefully I have time at some point to look over it. Okay, race stretches out, so we know the drill. I don't know I think I pitted early. Where am I? Oh, I'm in 4th, apparently. I'm actually doing well. I'm only 12 seconds off, so yeah, he's really good at these tracks, whatever. We already got the memo. Him, MS5. MS5's a... I'm mixed on MS5. He's... MS5, the ultimate crash out guy from Texas. I don't know, I have nicknames for these guys. I forgot my nickname for this dude. He doesn't crash out too... Well, actually, no, he crashes out a lot. Not on me, though. This never felt a certain way. Oh, we're just pitting. So I guess caution? I get under caution. So Chase did have competition. Chase had competition somewhat. If they could stay in line here, I don't know. I don't know who the 5 is. Is that Ezra? I think a guy named Ezra. Easy. I think it's a guy named Ezra. There's McFarlane. I forgot McFarlane was in these races now too. I don't think he was at Daytona, but he was in these races too. And by the way, with McFarlane, I think he could tell you this. He could tell you this firsthand. Whatever I said about Monkey, just repeat it about McFarlane. Except, you know, for this league. Oh yeah, and I know this like minutes and minutes ago where you say, or Teddy there, you're saying don't say you're going to crash someone, just do it. Chase doesn't seem like he could do that. He just likes saying a bunch of stuff, shouting profanities over and over. He just like mouthing people off. So going by your server rules, Chase probably would have been kicked out. He didn't really win, because I don't remember him being one to wreck people, really push people that did him wrong, or he felt did him wrong. He just starts spouting insults at everyone, like he has this high horse. Man, I am no doctor or psychiatrist, but my goodness. I swear he has a problem. Race stretches out again. I don't know how. I think we're stretching on fuel or whatever. Vegas, I gotta be honest. Vegas was still one of my weaker tracks. Oh my gosh. At some point, we gotta do BK's league. Or look at when BK ran Xfinity cars. At some point, that's gonna be something to do. We gotta go through Pirtek first, you know? But at some point, cause we gotta go through the Xfinity stuff. Which might take less time, or more. Because I do remember a lot of moments from that league as well. I just couldn't catch a guy. I tried the best I could, but like Vegas, man. The best time I had at Vegas was in BK's league in the Xfinity cars. That was it. Other than here, and remember, even at this time, my braking was not the best either. Like the way it just like, you know, the way it ran things, it wasn't good. I just couldn't understand the braking here. And we were really stretching on fuel. So I'm running second forever and ever. While MS5... Actually, no, I actually got further away from MS5. But I just could not find a line. And at some point... Oh, that's the... Oh, stage. Okay, that's the stage. I forgot BSP put cautions for stage. So I got... So honestly, points-wise, I was doing pretty good when you think about it. Because I finished third at Daytona. I don't know what stage points got there, but I finished third at Daytona. And like I'm getting second place stage points. Were there any other stages? Oh, there was. I wasn't paying attention. Well, even here, I got 1 point. So there you go. No, 2 points. I don't know. Point is, I got fifth, so I still got stage points. Then the race spread out. Messy restart. I just don't feel like giving this much attention. I'm sorry. Because, you know, it stretches out. Wait. I get by these guys. What? Okay, I started bouncing off what? Oh my gosh. We're just... What are we doing? Yeah, we're just, oh my gosh, we're just out of control. So it's just me. Okay, okay, I'm still bound, I'm still fourth. Skipping along. I'm just racing against, who is that? Beamer, I think? Uh-oh, wait. Did he go off the wall? Yeah, he hit the, yeah, him getting the wall there costed him big time. And it's just, I'm chasing down MS5, nothing I could do there. Do I? Oh, Chase pitted, I think. Is that what's going on? Yeah, Chase pitted, okay. Then I start the pit. 2.7 to spare. Oh my, I was really stretching on fuel. And pit entry is something I kind of struggle with depending on track, you know? Because I don't want to quit half the thing, but at the same time, just rolling around on the apron just feels... The car feels like it just wants to, like, gravitate towards the apron. It's really annoying. Full fuel, because look at how much laps are left. Gonna need it. Though I could have just went for 50 and tried to fuel save, but I just don't know how to fuel save. I just don't have that mindset, especially when I don't really, I try not to run leagues that race that long anymore. I just can't. I just don't have time and patience anymore. So we managed to stretch it out. Something happened to MS5. Were there any... There were no cautions at this... Yeah, there were no cautions. We're just running. Okay, let's finish this out. Let's finish this out. Let's finish this out. Oh, shoot. Here we go. Alright. So, okay, wow, I'm just battling... Not Beamer, what's his name? It's someone else. I keep saying Beamer, but it's someone else, I think. No Pro? I think it's No Pro. Yeah, it's No Pro. I'm looking at the thing right now. It's No Pro. He's really solid as well. Though I think I was beefing with him in this race. I think we got into a few scuffles. He gets by me. A bunch of guys are pitting for whatever. At this point, Chase got away. He's just fuel saving. Or no, wait, what? Caution came out. Huh? Oh, that's why. Okay. That's why. I was confused. So I go down. Yeah, it's... See, yeah, Vegas is a lot sharper than I just... Yeah, it's really... It's... I see him fine at first, and then the car just, you know, goes up. I got too ambitious there. No Pro's probably pissed more than ever. And MS5's just... MS5's doing stuff. I don't know. They got away, 2 to go. Someone messes up here. I think I get top 3, do I? I swear someone messes up here. I could be wrong. Uh-oh. Okay, he goes down. Oh, okay. Nick is just out of it. Ezra really... Wow. Him and MS5 just going at it. I don't know. How do I avoid him like that? I try to late charge, but honestly, it's like... I don't know if I was worried about Ezra behind me or what, but I guess I found it hard to focus. I just can't find that line. He nails it. Somewhat? I don't know. Like, I'm not falling behind. It's kind of just stalemated. Turns 3 and 4 probably went bad, though. I don't think I die for it here. I think I tried as much as I... No, I tried to make it stick, actually. Because, to be fair, I didn't want to Kyle Larson the apron. Still a close second, so... Still a great points day. I don't know what the point standards are like, because the server's gone. I didn't take screenshots. But for me to get second, like... I don't remember doing this good at the end of the race. Props to me, I guess, because I didn't think I did that good. Nice. Alright, so... That was pretty cool. Not much else to say about this. This was like... This was a ride. This was quite a ride. Man, part 4, I don't know when part 4 is going to be, because, like, the races are still pretty much the same length, and it's gonna kind of be a pain, I bet. when it comes to like the when it comes to like Pirtek under name or whatever or under whatever prowess, if that's the word, if I want to call it that, under this state, because I know BSP has made a different league after this one, after the end of the Pirtek, but like, BSP's league under the Pirtek scope is nearing its end, so part 4 there's probably no more than 5 parts unless I get some obscure interruption midstream that like cuts off the whole thing or whatever. But the plan is no more, like doesn't the plan is that it doesn't go further than part 5. So part 5 would be the final part because there's no way I'm finishing the rest. There's no way I'm finishing the rest in part 4. That's not possible. I have like 3-4 more races to go, and the races are longer. So no way. So yeah, and not only that, the final few races is pretty much the breaking point of the series as a whole, and what led to its end, and deserves bigger explanation. Especially since with these ones, I'm kind of just meandering about, showing you footage of stuff that went on. That was basically a point of part 3. It's the middle point because not too much was happening. I basically showed you a playoff race from like the second, like from the last complete season of the Pirtek Cup series. I showed you, like, that's why I showed at the start of the stream. I took too long showing it, but it was Texas and it's crazy. Felt the need to show you guys. And then I decided, you know what? Let me show you the first 2 races of the next season, which didn't actually finish. But again, more on that for 4 and 5. Like, again, like, even if it's only like 3 or so races left, I think it's like 4 races left of Pirtek to show you. It'll still take long because, like I said, because even though I did 3 videos here and it didn't take that long, or it's under 2 hours, the final 4 races, so it's gonna be it's a lot to explain because this is where a lot of the BS that went down, a lot of stuff that led to the end of Pirtek, really started to begin. It really started to show. This is where it starts to get out of control from here on out. This is the last great race, or not last great race, but the last race that everyone. This is the last race in Pirtek where everyone came out of it fairly sane, fairly nonchalant. Everyone fairly calm, without bad blood. The rest is just hell. I try not to say that much, but that's basically the truth of it. Pirtek from here on goes straight to hell. All downhill from here. So, that's pretty much all I had to do with this stream. Again, part 4, I don't know when it's happening. Part 5 is going to be something that happens. I don't know how to explain it, but yeah. So that is it from... That's it for me on this one. Thank you guys for watching. I know quite a few guys were watching, sort of. I don't think they knew what they were getting into, but hey. So yeah, really appreciate it. Parts 4 and 5. Oh man, home stretch here. So yeah, catch you guys. I don't know how to end this. I guess I'll just say, yeah, everyone, good night. That is about it.